Greetings, children. So today we're going to cover something that we use all the time in math, in algebra. It's called the FOIL method. So FOIL is an acronym. So let's take a look at what it means. FOIL, F-O-I-L, stands for first, outer, inner, last. So, like I said, we use this a lot as we work through problems in algebra, especially in Algebra 2, but Algebra 1 as well. And it's a shortcut, it's a reminder for a shortcut of how to multiply two binomials. Because oftentimes when we're multiplying polynomials, it's going to be a binomial times a binomial. So, for example, we might have x plus 2 times x plus 5. So the FOIL method says that if you remember that there's going to be 4 parts here, it tells you the order to do it to work it out in the easiest possible way. So the first one, it says first. So the first term in each part gets multiplied together. So the first term here times the first term here. X times x is x squared. And then it says the outer two terms. So if we're looking at this thing as a whole, then the two terms on the outside. So these two. So plus 5x. And then the next one is the inner two terms. That's the 2 here. So plus 2x. And then it says the last term in each. So we have the first term in each and the last term in each. So 2 times 5. And then oftentimes when you're doing the FOIL method, you'll be multiplying like binomials. So these both have x plus a number. So the middle two terms are going to be like terms, and you can combine those. Like I said, this is a really important thing, and we referred to the FOIL method quite a bit, especially in Algebra 2. But we also use it in other math. We use it in pre-cal, calculus, even in geometry some. So let's look at another example, and we'll walk through another problem. Let's say we had 2x plus 3 times x minus 7. So the first term in each binomial, 2x times x, is 2x squared. The two outer terms, so the ones on the outside of the whole thing, so minus 14x. The inner two terms, so the two on the inside, if we're looking at it as a whole thing, so plus 3x. And then the last term in each binomial, so 3 times negative 7, negative 21. And then, once again, the inner and outer terms combine because they're like terms, so we end up with 2x squared minus 11x minus 21. So, product of the first term in each, the two outer terms, the two inner terms, and then the last term in each. First, outer, inner, last. Combine the two in the middle if they're like terms, and then you're done. Let's look at an example where they're not like terms. Like I said, most of the time when you're doing these, you'll have similar binomials, which means that they're set up the same way. But if you don't, that's fine too. So let's say we have 2x plus 3, and then 5y minus z. You still do it the same way. First, 10xy, outer, minus 2xz, inner, plus 15y, last, minus 3z. Now you'll notice on this that there are no like terms. This one has xy, this one has xz, this one has just y, this one has just z. In order for them to be like terms, they would have to have the same letters for each term, so none of these do. So in this case, your answer just looks like this. It has 4 parts. Most of the time when you multiply, if you have similar binomials, you'll get a trinomial as your answer. Let's look at one more example. You'll see most of the examples are pretty similar. So let's say we had 3x minus 1 times 5x minus 4. First times the first here. We have 15x squared. And then the outer, we get minus 12x. Inner, minus 5x. And last, plus 4. Remember, negative times negative is positive. So 15x squared, we're going to combine these two. Negative 12 minus 5 is minus 17x. And then we have that plus 4 as well. So there we go. That's the FOIL method. First, outer, inner, last. It's used to multiply two binomials, only binomials. It can't be a binomial times a trinomial or two trinomials. It's just for multiplying two binomials. We use it a lot. So it's a pretty important lesson. Thanks. Have a great day.